Think you need to be the smartest person in the room to be a great leader? That's one of the biggest leadership myths holding people back. And in the hospitality industry, these myths can make or break your success. Let's bust some of the worst leadership lies today. We're tackling the misconceptions that ruin hotel teams, kill service culture, and cause managers to fail. Let's get into it. Many new managers think they have to know everything to be respected. I remember when I got my first leadership role, I felt the pressure to always have the right answer. In fact, sometimes I still feel that way when new situations or issues come along. Remember this, great leaders don't have all the answers. They ask the right questions and empower their teams. Imagine a resort GM who makes every decision alone versus one who trusts department heads to bring solutions. I once worked with a GM who did this, and their property ran like a well-oiled machine. Everyone was engaged in the processes, felt as if they were part of the solutions, and embraced the vision of the resort. Leaders don't need to be know-it-alls. They need to be great facilitators. Ever heard the phrase, if they don't like you, you're doing something wrong? Well, not always. I remember wanting so badly to be well-liked by everyone. I learned quickly that when it was time to hold team members accountable, or even provide direction, I wasn't taken seriously by many. Worse yet, they thought I'd let them get away with poor performance or even more serious issues. Great leaders make tough calls that won't always be popular. Being respected and trusted is more important than being liked. A good manager holds the team accountable to improve service but gets pushback at first. I remember a time when I had to raise expectations, and at first my team wasn't thrilled. But over time, they saw the benefits and respected the changes. With each new change, the team was more open and engaged as they understood and shared the vision. In hospitality, your job isn't to be everyone's best friend. It's to lead them to success. We've all seen it, the manager who stays the latest, does everyone's job and burns out. Is that real leadership? I used to think so, until I saw a great leader do the opposite. Working harder isn't the same as leading better. The best leaders delegate, develop others, and avoid burnout. 2 resort managers. One does everything themselves and is always exhausted. The other trains their team, supports their decisions, and coaches through difficult situations, allowing them to focus on new strategies or future goals. It's probably clear the second manager had an engaged team, allowing for everyone to be successful. If you're doing it all alone, you're not leading, you're just overworking. Bad leaders try to control. Great leaders inspire. Being a micromanager is suffocating. Micromanagement kills trust and motivation. True leaders guide their teams with vision and empowerment. A hotel supervisor constantly nitpicks versus one who sets expectations and lets employees take ownership. By embracing a culture that allows your team to take ownership, you ensure you develop a team that thrives. Control creates fear. Guidance creates success. Some think admitting mistakes makes you weak. In reality, it makes you human. Owning the bad decisions publicly makes it okay for others to ask for help when needed, creating a culture of trust. Vulnerability builds trust. Employees respect leaders who own their mistakes and learn from them. A resort director who admits a poor decision versus one who blames staff. Leaders who refuse to take responsibility and deflect to their team destroy morale. Your team doesn't expect perfection. They expect honesty. So, what have we learned? Leadership isn't about having all the answers, working yourself into the ground, or demanding control. It's about trust, adaptability, and lifting others up. If there's one thing my years in hospitality leadership have taught me, it's that the best leaders aren't the ones who fit a rigid mold. They're the ones who stay open to learning, empower their teams, and lead with authenticity. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the biggest leadership myth you've encountered? Drop it in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more leadership insights. Because at the end of the day, great leadership isn't about myths, it's about mindset.